Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Muhammad Anas bin A.Halim. Nombor metrik 18 DDT 19F 1088. Saya dari kelas DDT 5D. So today, uh, this video, I will explain about I will explain about case study of T-Mobile security data breach. So for the main problem faced by the organization, so briefly, T-Mobile have been their security has been breached and many users' data have been swiped and lost and was stolen. So what's the main problem faced by the organization is their security have weaknesses. So the the attacker managed to steal many users' data. So in the article said about 100 million users data, inactive, active, and so on. So obviously they do have security weaknesses, which they do not take very carefully. So secondly, they do not have integrity towards users' data privacy. So for example, uh, if the attacker do manage to attack the security, they should not manage to steal about 100 million users data and or more. This shows that they do not care about users data privacy because they do not take the security very seriously. And then the main problem for faced by the user is their personal data is in an unauthorized hands. So for example that okay, for example my for this example, a T-Mobile user have their person as their social security number and driver's license number and driver's license information. Some of them, not all of them, but uh, those information are very pr- uh, important and personal privacy. So when they have that data, they could hack in. They could let's say they could hijack into users' bank account with those information. It's not impossible. Therefore, it is very dangerous, and that's the main problem faced by the user. Secondly, is the other accounts are vulnerable to being hijacked or hacked. Like I said, bank account could easily be hijacked or hacked if uh, if the attacker have simply have the information of the social security number and say driver's license information. And then the consequence of the attack. So the consequence of the attack is a breach of trust. uh, so when T-Mobile being hacked or being attacked, first the an article first a website, a site, motherboard from Vice, they claim that they announced it first. They made an article first about that the T-Mobile security have been breached, and only that, and after that, that T-Mobile officially announced that they are investigating on this issue, and then this caused uh, trust. This caused a breach of trust. So the user do not have trust on them because they do not have integrity towards users' privacy. And then secondly is facing a class action lawsuit over the breach. So as we know, after T-Mobile got breached, the security got breached. Many many people sued T-Mobile because personal data is a very huge thing. It's a very huge problem. If somebody managed to steal it, this cause an identity this could cause an identity theft towards many users. So, then countermeasure by the organization is to install the best firewall in, let's say, in the market. So if they do have the best firewall and they keep updating it, the they could at least minimal the impact of the attack if they do manage to attack, if the attack do manage to get through. So secondly, do a security check as a routine. So let's say as monthly, or maybe monthly is better. So if they always check and always making sure that there are no holes in their security, they could avoid the they could avoid any attack or any weaknesses on their security. Thirdly is user data should be encrypted. So let's say that they do manage to get through the security, then they could not simply access the user data because it is encrypted and it's not easy be to be translated. Therefore, the user data will be safe. Okay, countermeasure by the user. So users users should they are recommended to change password often. Maybe it's not very practical, but it is a safe thing to do. So they could maybe soft use an application that creates a random password, and they just save it and use that password. Maybe like encrypted, maybe like some random password. It should at least make it less predictable. And secondly, check for any leaked personal information on the internet. So they could check if their data have been leaked. For example, in the dark web. There's an example. There's a website. There's a website called Have I Been Pawned or something. And in their website, they could check if whether their personal data are floating in the dark web or not. That's one way to do it. Oh, that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.